Joining me via Skype is a political analyst, Kabir Shitu. Good morning, Kabir. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. First, let's get your view on this ban by the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit banning banks, governors, and financial institutions from tampering with statutory allocations of local government from the Federation account.
Thank you. Good morning. It's a welcoming development. In fact, I'm very happy because as a politician, it is this money that the governors use to rig elections, to spend anyhow, and it is time that Nigerians should resolve that we want to bring development. You cannot develop when local governments are not autonomous, when they cannot even invest in any of their infrastructure unless they go cap in hand to the governor to be able to develop, to even put ordinary road project in their states. Therefore, it's just few states like Kaduna, like Abuja, like Bayelsa that are so free that give direct allocation to their local government. This development, we should, as politicians, be very happy because if you allow local government to have their money to be able to develop their own area, one, it will spring up industrialization. You cannot bring up industrialization because we are agriculturalists. The agriculture is our main base economy.
All right, quickly, because some have raised questions as to how effective this will be, seeing that Section 162, subsection 8 of the Constitution gives the powers to the State Assembly to prescribe how finances should be distributed to the local governments.
For us, it's time that we will sponsor bills, and we urge government to sponsor bills. Although the state assemblies will be the people that will do, but is law made for man or man made for law? Do we really want our economy to develop? Do we want to put food on the table of the masses? Do we really want the economy to boost? Do we really want industrialization? Because you are talking of teeming youth of about 80 million that doesn't have job. How do you give them job? It's for us to de-emphasize their mind from coming to city. It's for us to develop our rural area. It's for us to put up processing plant for our agricultural product to be able to even compete favorably with international traders, those that trade on the same commodity that we trade. So for us to achieve this, Nigeria must rise. Nigeria must wake up. It is our time. The Nigerian youth that doesn't have work, it's time for them to now wake up. And because they are in the state assembly, it's the young ones that they vote into state assembly, it's the young ones that are in the helm of our affair. We should, as young people now, stand up, support this movement, and force them, because it is people that will be able to force the state assemblies to pass this bill.
So now with this, do you think that the local government autonomy is being boosted by this, and does this protect them financially?
Yeah, we are elated, and I will even add one, that if you give them this financial autonomy, you must also remove state electoral commission, SEC. If you remove SEC, you find out that you have other political parties that will go back to their local government, win election, canvass, and then be able to start development within that local government, and then they'll evolve over time to come into national. And that's why I said, for you to even have a sustainable political party and ideological political party, it is time that you even, INEC should bring up a legislation or bill to say, look, parties that have so let's assume if you want to be national political party, you should have 10 million followers. Then you can be called a national party. If you have less than 5 or 2 million followers, you should go back to within your local government and be called a local government party. The way we have some parties in America and where you have counties, right, they are all in their county. So therefore, this financial autonomy of the local government should be supported by political parties, should be supported by the young ones in Nigeria.
Now, the International Financial Intelligence Unit is making it compulsory for Nigeria to comply with this innovation and these standards. But we know that the local laws, when it comes to the powers of the states to administer and oversee local government, is there in our constitution. How do we reconcile these?
For us, we believe that law is law made for man or man made for law. It is time that we resolve that we want to develop this country. And for us to develop this country, we must curb corruption. And we must go down to the root of where this corruption are being perpetuated. And joint local government account is an easy way. In fact, because of this joint local government account, where governors removes money, international community on economic and financial crimes are about isolating Nigerians because it has become cankerworm that they cannot even fight with us. So therefore, Nigerians I call upon now. I want to call the Nigerian youth, the Nigerian politicians, all of us must resolve that if we have 80 million Nigerians that are outside there doesn't have work, we see that it is this joint account that will help local government to start propelling processing industries and agricultural products.
All right, Kabir.
Our economy is based on agriculture after oil. So we cannot develop this agricultural sector without local government involvement.
All right, Kabir.
So
the point there is, sorry, let me interrupt you a little. Bit. There has been several local government reforms in Nigeria since independence, especially since the 70s up until now. We haven't seen the much needed change like we will see. But what difference would this make now? And what are the challenges you foresee in imbibing the new standards?
Yes, now when people know that if they perpetuate this act, there are agents there that will look into their activities and expose them and even try to prosecute them. I think they will sit up. Now, the banks, that is why I said it's law made for people, man or man made for law. Sometimes we use law to perpetuate an act that is not good. If it is in those days, you'll be ashamed to be called that you are corrupt. But in a situation like this, we need to take this proactive measure that the FIU are taking. And therefore, I want to let Nigerians know that most of the Chinese companies they see here in Nigeria are sponsored by their local government. They are not even state companies. They are investing in Nigeria, and we run to them to even borrow money. And they invest. Why can't our own local government be empowered? And it is the masses that are suffering from this. And when we are saying, yes, a lot of other reforms have been made and it has not worked, we believe that then we are not resolved. Now, we are getting to the stage that every Nigerian is now aware. Today, technology has exposed a lot of things. And as I'm talking to you here, I believe that Nigerian youth are hearing me. I believe that politicians are hearing me. I believe that the young ones that are on the street not getting work are hearing me. And they should resolve, because we cannot take this country out of wood without developing our agricultural sector.
All right.
And in developing agricultural sector, you must take local government along.
Okay.
And local government can only involve if they have money.
All right, we have to leave you here now. Kabir Shitu, thank you so much for talking to us on TVC Breakfast.